Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the FP Journe Chronometre Optimum. You can see and you can purchase this boutique edition Chronometre Optimum on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to purchase this exceptional timepiece. And you can also see all accessories included in the sale, along with more high-resolution images that don't include my wrist, and of course our complete pricing details for this Chronometre Optimum Boutique Edition. Now, the red gold with the black dial signals to all FP Journe aficionados that this watch was originally retailed through a factory point of sale. The Boutique Edition, an exclusive version of the watch combining the dramatic tandem of red gold and black dial base. The watch is large, 40.5 millimeters across the round of the case, yet it is not thick, measuring only 9.7 millimeters, and with a generously rounded dome-style bezel, it slides quite easily underneath any tight sleeve or dress cuff. From lug to lug, the watch is nicely proportioned. Overall, 48 millimeters with a gentle taper of the lugs at their tips. It easily flows around a smaller wrist, even while it has the visual gravitas to hold its own against truly tree-trunk forearms. Now, the watch has a satisfying heft thanks to the precious metal. It's paired with a beautiful matte finish, small-scale alligator leather strap, monotone stitch with folded edges. It also features semi-conforming spring bars that nicely trace the arc of the case and create a very integrated aesthetic. For easy on-the-fly adjustment, a simple and classical FP Journe rose gold pin buckle. Now, the watch features a case and a dial that are quite different from the norm in the dress segment, even while they have the grace and proportions to fit well within that class. You can see that the case is surprisingly nuanced, featuring strong horizontal case band lines that give the watch character, a slight fluting of the case band where it abuts the bezel, and of course a beautiful tapered lug on each end. You can also see there's a nice tumble home to the lugs as they roll off toward the side just as they dip towards their ends. Transitioning to the dial, you can see that the bezel has been visually minimized to optimize the size of the dial. It is the Chronometre Optimum in every sense. Now, there's a reserve de marche at approximately 7 o'clock on the dial. It actually covers part of the expanse. The total power reserve for this watch when fully wound is 70 hours, but you'll see only 40 hours are actually calibrated. That's because right about where the red slash starts, that's the point at which the watch is no longer guaranteed to maintain the same amplitude as if it had been completely energized. That is to say, FP Journe advises that because of the remontoir and the dual direct escapement of this watch, it can maintain the same amplitude balance from a full wind down to 50 hours elapsed, meaning with 20 hours remaining, the watch is still meeting the same amplitude, that is, the amount of rotation of the balance that the watch would achieve when keeping perfect time with a fully wound mainspring. Now, you'll also note that as the watch is wound, the power reserve hand advances towards 0, and that's because it's designed to exhibit the number of hours since winding, not the number of hours remaining in the mainspring barrel. Now, other features of the watch are classic Journe. Obviously, he created and he made it, envenit et fecit, and you can see at center, as well as on the periphery, the unique dial-side exposed screws that were a signature of his designs during the late 90s as he struck out on his own to become a manufacturer in his own right. Controversial at the time, widely copied today, they are a signature of the brand. There's also a variation of material and tone and texture. As you can see, the beautifully polished white gold frame for the hours and minutes as well as the small seconds, the beautiful biomorphic Journe hands in dark cobalt blue with a rich array of guilloche across the dial center in a clou de Paris pattern flanked by stylized Arabic numerals and twin railroad-style tracks for seconds and minutes respectively. Now, when we turn the watch over, you can see the hint of the operation of the remontoir system underneath, and you can see the operation of the remontoir sitting beneath a deadbeat seconds subdial on the reverse side of the case. You can see twin mainspring barrels operating in parallel, endowing the watch with its superb 70-hour power reserve, and flanking the remontoir and deadbeat seconds display is a free-sprung balance operating at 21,600 vibrations per hour. You can also see the cap to the actual end of the hairspring. This is where the stud conventionally would be. It's not only screwed down and fixed, but it's black polished for a spectacular visual signature. The entirety of the movement being rendered in 18-karat rose gold. Caliber 1510 is a sight to see. It's also a feast of colors, as you can see: silver, white, black, the violet of the pivot jewels, and the beautiful cobalt blue of the deadbeat seconds hand. You can also see the broad channel between the barrels and the balance itself, with the powertrain of the watch effectively being hidden, FP Journe running it underneath the dial side of the watch to offer a more open vista, the better to see straight down to the base plate of the movement. In every respect, from architecture to aesthetics, this is a movement that is exceptional. What you can't see, however, may be the most exceptional single component set of the watch, and that is the dual direct escape wheels indexing the balance through an intermediate toggle. Now, the intermediate toggle, effectively switching between the two separate and independent escape wheels, is what directly impulses the balance at center. This form of escapement being both more precise but also more energy efficient in the long term. This watch is all about efficiency and precision, but emotion and beauty don't suffer. In every respect, the Chronometre Optimum Boutique Edition is the complete package, in terms of beauty, in terms of engineering, in terms of precision.